I experienced some very perplexing things last night that that I haven't fully processed yet, except that I don't I don't feel as dark about it as I did at one point. Just like maybe 7 hours ago or whatever. Um, but there, man, I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. I saw an element of our culture, or maybe like my generation's culture, that I haven't. I've been completely removed from for years, and it was so. My friend said it really well. It was debaucherous. It was complete, just like complete debauchery, and it was so many. It was like such a high density of people, and I, I mean, I felt really disillusioned that I didn't even know that like existed still. And not even in a judgmental way, but more, I mean, in a judgmental way of myself, if anything, that I have been really disconnected from the maybe like the main pool of my generation or something. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what that was. I don't know. I don't know how often that exists. I don't know if it was just because it was like a special event or whatever. But that was seriously scary to see humans behaving in such a way, and not that I think that it's necessarily justified in being scary, or that I'm justified in being concerned about it, because it's not even like a concern, because it's just this thing that is happening and that does happen. It's a mindset, it's a presentation, it's all of these things. It's a I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna actually do the stream of consciousness instead of trying to walk around it. It's this presentation of the thing that was really triggering me, I guess, was this presentation of the women my age that are like, the presentation just says like, I am aware that you want to fuck me, and that is my main concern, is making you feel that certain primal way when you look at me. Is that, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I care about. And you need to look at my face when you talk to me, and I'm gonna yell at you if you're disrespectful, and but I'm really gonna think it's fun because that's what I want, you know. But that's like all. It seems like that's all the desire was. The desire was to get super drunk and feel like you sexually appeal to those around you, and that you're high competition for others of your gender, or like I don't know. And that again is that's my judgment of what was happening. That's how I was triggered, and that's those were my thought processes. But it was more than that. It was like a this sort of like forced animalistic, or like, it wasn't even animalistic, because animalistic is sort of more authentic than that. What I did was I walked through downtown by myself. We were at this show, but I was so alarmed when I arrived downtown, that like I could hardly even enjoy the show. I did for a little while at first, but then it was like this like closed off atmosphere because it wasn't it was separate from the madness that was happening all in the rest of downtown and in the streets. So and I was just like, I was really tripping about it. So I went outside and I was walking up and down and circling huge areas with like passing hundreds of people all in the street, not counting all the people in the bars or in the clubs or whatever. And what I wanted to do was make eye contact with people, like connect in a human way, in a I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I had a lot of difficulty even making eye contact with anybody, or like I don't know which way it was coming from, because I was doing my breathing and I was staying calm and just working on being observant and not judging, just like witnessing people around me. I don't know how successful I was internally, so I don't know if the lack of eye contact was a product of myself or a product of people not wanting to make eye contact. Although that's what I felt in real time, was that like people don't even want to make eye contact. And there were a lot of times where I would meet somebody's eyes and they like immediately look away and turn the other direction. I talked to some cops to just figure out like what the fuck was going on. And I only talked to like 5 other people out of like between 600 and 800 people, I think, that I passed as I walked through the streets. Only a couple met my eyes, and I only talked to maybe 5. And there's only one person that I had a good conversation with, and I took him back to the place that I was at, because he was sort of alarmed at what was happening too, or so he said. It doesn't matter what's real. But yeah, I mean, things I don't know what I feel about things, and I feel disconnected from the world, from maybe like the mainstream world. I don't know what. It's not even the mainstream, because I know tons of people who, I mean, I'm a product of everybody. I'm a combination of everybody I've ever met. So obviously I know a whole bunch of people who align with what I'm doing, or else I wouldn't be aligned with it, because I wouldn't have met anybody like that, I think. But like, I don't know what the mainstream is anymore. I don't know where humanity is as a collective. I mean, I know that because I'm only in America too, right? Like it's such like first world problems as debauchery, mass debauchery, making Alex spiral. Oh my god, people are like having their villages raided somewhere, and I don't know, being kicked out of the rainforest and shit. But that was a good one, actually. That what really like kind of fucked with me last night, even aside from everything, what messed with me internally was that as sort of like halfway through my walk south, I was so consumed with I don't want to call it pity. It's not pity, because it's such a judgmental thing to say. I want to get out of it, but I also don't want to censor myself. Just sadness, I guess. It was just sadness for what I was witnessing, and what that I mean, in my perspective of like what that meant of the emotional psychological state of um, some people I was seeing and what they were doing, and how they were presenting themselves, and what they were feeling like they needed from people, or what they were gonna feel like in the morning, you know, or I don't know. I just can't. I can imagine it, and I've done it before, sort of, for periods of time. Uh, but I don't know. I just I feel. I guess I feel really grateful to have run into whatever series of people I have that took me into a new pattern, and not that I don't have self-destructive patterns, because of course I do. Everybody has self-destructive patterns, I think, except for the guy who meditates in the mountain or whatever. But and I think it's great that people have fun however they have fun, and I think it's extra great that people are having fun that way. I just I struggle processing it, and I struggle with the evaluation of it. Um, yeah, that's it. I don't know. Uh, God, this is a long video. This is intense. I don't want to talk anymore. This is crazy. Um, yeah, I'll do some writing about it and see if I can come up with anything. Maybe I'm just gonna sit out here until I write about it, because this is like I don't need to be this tripped up about um, my brothers and sisters in humanity making choices that they are very well capable and justified in making as adults. Not even as adults, as like creatures who exist. Whatever. Okay, I'm done.